we? Are we doing well? I hope so. I'm alive. Just barely. I still have my current mood of Halloween back there. I gotta tear it down, and it's time. Mariah has defrosted. If you know, you know that basically the day after Halloween, I'm pretty much in Christmas mode. So that is what I'm going to be skedaddling my way right into, is starting to transition. And if you're not into the holidays, I'm so sorry. Guess what? It's going to be full on holiday mode around here. So that will be the content pretty much all of December. And I don't know. I am trying to decide what Vlogmas is going to entail this year, because Stefan's going to be working kind of odd hours. So I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do the reset as part of Vlogmas, and then of course the daily vlogs, or how things are gonna work. So I'm still trying to iron everything out. So anyhow, we'll get to there as the time progresses. I still have to pick up my advent calendar, my primary advent calendar. I have the pets, I have a candy one, but I need the Neiman Marcus, Bloomingdale, whatever, main one. I had planned on ordering one from Harrods, but with the, tariffs and all the things, not going to work out. So anyway, I digress. So, thank you for your patience while I didn't have a video this week while I was recuperating from the trip. It was quite a trip. So knocked me out. I had, I'm having some health issues, so not doing so great. Interestingly enough, you'll see, so I have this bruise here on my finger. No idea how I got it. I have a bruise on my stomach that's about this big. No idea how I got it. I think from the suitcase, probably like bringing it down, and it probably hit me. One on my upper thigh, one on my lower leg. Basically looked like I had the crap kicked out of me, and I feel like I had but I wasn't physically assaulted, but I've got bruises all over my body, and it's amazing. So anyhow, I don't know what happened, but I'm recovering. All my nails broke while away, so that's fun. But that happens every time when I head over there. All the moisture seeps out of my skin. I meant to grab that. Maybe I'll grab it at the end. I'll remind myself. My lifesaver thing. Besides, I didn't take this, which was dumb of me. This is what I love here at home. And had I had this with me, I probably would have been happy, but I took something else, and I'll talk about that. I'll grab it before I wrap up. But I took that, and that was a good helper. Unnecessary spending. Basically everything I did. I bought a lot. I didn't intend to shop, and I shopped. I bought some what could almost be deemed ridiculous. I'll share them at some point, but looking back at it, I'm like, oh, why did I buy that? I did check off one thing from the wish list, though, so there's that. One thing was, I guess, a wise purchase. Are any of these things wise purchases? They're all just treating myself to things. But yes, there was one thing that I definitely ticked off the box, but I wasn't able to see as much or do as much as I had hoped, which is always the case, which is an excuse to go back and do more. So, But a quick necessary spending update. I was putting away purses, and for some reason misplaced somehow, and it probably, when the dog took it, noticed that I didn't have one of my bag hangers, and I am obsessed with these for the rod where I store my Neverfull and my other large like totes and things. I have a rod under the wall where I can insert and put things. So I buy these from Amazon, and they're a nice sturdy plastic, and then a nice curve to keep the handles in a nice way. So I ended up buying a 10-piece box for like $10, and they're just a good buy in my opinion. So if you like to hang up your bags, if you don't like to store them flat, you can still put them like the dust bags around, and then I tie the dust bag, what do we call it, around this. It will still work. So you put the handles on them, hang it up, and then bring the dust bag up and around and tie the ties up around them. I think they're really nice. So I particularly like that. I have a couple in the actual main closet back here. But for the most part, they're on that rod that stores them. So anyway, just picked up another pack of those. So I'll link them down below. They're Amazon. I don't have affiliate links or any of that stuff, but I'll share where I picked them up and how much they cost. I believe they come in these 3 colors, if I remember correctly: black, white, and gray. I had a single gray. I don't think I have any black ones, but I usually buy white. All right, so yeah, we'll pick out new fragrances. We will pick out new nail color, deal with that lovely bruise. I kind of want to stay in the Cassie, but then I'll just be like that. I won't change out if I do that. But it was a lovely carry. I really did enjoy carrying that Coach Cassie. But no, we're going to swap out of that bag and yeah, find something to wear for the next week. I will be over there in just a moment. Okay, we're over here at the fragrance counter. So this is a 2-week-old tray, but again, I was gone for part of this last week, so it's like I didn't even use it. But anyway, or at least the other week. So I've been using these this week, and really do like all of these scents. They're quite nice. This one's very masculine leaning, this birch and lavender, but I still like it. I think Jo Malone in general, while they do tend to grade them as masculine or feminine, and I think they're all unisex. So this one came in the male or men's fragrance sampler, and I just really like it. So enjoyed those two. Of course, that's one of my go-to vanilla scents. Love the Wonder Woman as well. Still have out my Rose de Vence from the trip, so I gotta put that away. Used that at least 2 days while I was on the trip. And then we have the Mille Églatante, I believe so. Églatine. Pronounce that. So spoiler, I went to Hermes, I did buy fragrances. So there are more on the way of this particular line. And then I also bought some from the colognes. So those are on their way. In fact, I think they should have been here yesterday. Okay. Well, anyway, they're on their way. So more fragrances from Hermes in this particular size, are coming. So we will swap out and get some freshness on the tray. I will be right back. It got dark in here, so I had to turn on the light. Okay, so we have a kind of eclectic tray going on here. We're kind of all over the place with scents. So starting up in the back, I'm going to do Van Cleef and Arpels, Orchidee, Vanille. I did not get a chance to try any VCA in Chicago, which really bummed me out. Boutique only took appointments, and I just didn't get a chance to go into the fragrance counters at Neiman's or Saks. So that just really bummed me out. So on the list again for another year. I want to try a sample of Good Fortune. I've heard some good things from this one. I'm intrigued. So that's a sample I picked up. Mille from Louis Vuitton. I have to go into the office for my team day, and I always wear, well, not always, but 90% of the time wear Wood Sage and Sea Salt from Joe Malone for that. In fact, I'm getting down to low quantities of that bottle, but I have 2 backups up there, so not like I'm too worried. And last but not least, we're going to go into a Cartier fragrance. Cartier was very generous with samples this year, so I am going to try that one out. So this is the tray of the week. I think you remember before I left, I had done a manicure with these 2. Whoops, I dropped them with these 2. And then I just ended up wearing this for the trip. So we're putting these away. And we're going to find something fall, but basic. Oh crap, I forgot to ask the question of my manager. We we are doing charcuterie boards for our team day, and I needed to ask a question. So with that, what am I going to put on my nails? Because we have our team day. I think we're going to put on Gold Flake Taco. Nice and gold and fall. That is the plan. All right, so we carried the beautiful Oxblood Cassie for, well, what seems like 2 weeks, but I think it was only about a week and a half, technically. But I carried it, let's see, I carried it on Thursday in Chicago, and then I get on Sunday, and then basically all through the week. So it was a good carry. And honestly, if I wasn't doing the weekly resets, I would probably live in a Cassie. I just really like it. So have my little lens cleaner here in the back, and I still have my luggage tag, my receipts from the hotel are still in there, nail file, cards, just checking to see what all I took, cash, change, so many pockets. It's just a lovely bag. So you know my love-hate with the Cassie 19. The Cassie 19 went with me on the trip, and it's found a new home. So I hope its new home is the new owner is very happy with the Cassie 19. I am very glad that it found a new life. Beautiful. All right, let me clean up this a little bit, and we will come back with whatever I decide for this next week. I have no idea, other than I have to go into the office. So maybe something small that can go into the Neverfull to go into the office. So I'll be back. We are back. We have very happy pugs down here on the floor eating their bones, who've ravaged chaos in here. But anyway, we're back. So I've decided to bring out I believe this is the large Burough, because I'm pretty sure it's the large. It's not the medium. think the black is the medium that I have. And then this is the large. And then I have the extra large, which is my carry-on. Let me just grab it. So this is what I carried to Chicago as my carry-on. This is the exact same color in that size. So the next size down. So pretty sure it's the large. And because I carried that as my carry-on, I'm like, that's what I'm carrying this week. I need to give it a little bit of love on the corners. I have some leather treatment, what have you, that has some dye in it, and I'm going to grab that and see if I can fix it. So that's why I pulled it out. So Burough has the 3 zipper pockets and then the slip areas, and then within this slip area there are more pockets. So the storage is abundant in the Burough. My favorite bag of all time. As you all know, I wax poetic about it. I have a Burough on the way in a color that I've been searching for a very long time. Unfortunately, the listing was mislabeled, and it came in at this size, which is not bad. It's a fine size, but I had wanted it to be in the size of that other green one, and so I could use it for work. It's still fine. So with that, I don't need 2 green Buroughs. I will probably be selling this one at some point once I fix the corners. Yeah, so that's, I want to get one last use of her and then move her on to another home that will love her just as much as I love her. So we're going to load up the case, put my Hermes lippies in too, because I've been meaning to carry these. Put that in, put the wallet in, keys, I'm on my phone, coin, that's literally just the one pocket. Put the pencil case there, and then these little mini wipes I'm loving. And that's the bag of the week. Coach Burough in the large. Stay tuned for the unboxing of the Burough that's coming. Okay, we're back. We're wrapping it up. I've already updated the current mood. I am respecting the sanctity of Thanksgiving, and it is turkey give thanks season. So we've got that as the current mood for the future next few weeks, but immediately the rest of the house will be Christmas very soon. Real quick, just to touch on the trip, I wanted to very lightly just say a few folks didn't make it this year, and I wanted to just say, Molly and Dawn, you were greatly missed. I missed you very much. Yeah, I really missed you. You're in my heart, so I was thinking about you the whole time. I really wish you could have been there. Not saying I didn't have a good time, but I would have had a better time if you were there, because you know why. But I just wanted to call it out because, yeah, there are 2 people that I was very grateful to meet 2 years ago, and I'm glad I still keep in touch with you, but I just wanted to give you a hug. I got to give a hug to others, and I just really wish I could have been able to give you a hug this year. So I just wanted to say that. So I get teary-eyed and sad, but anyway, just wanted to touch on that. But everyone else that I saw again or met for the first time, great people, lovely people. And yeah, so purchases are on their way, as irresponsible people do. Real quick, I did the gold topper nails for the week. And we're in the Coach Burough for the week. I will likely be selling that one, as I mentioned, because the other one is on its way. And then I'm going to think about, maybe selling some other things. I need to, clean house, as some like to call it. I did end up selling a couple things on the Real. I sold the Coach Cassie 19, so that's found a new home. It's just time. It's just time to, move some things along that I wasn't using. And this journey has showed me what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. And anyway, so let me know what you're carrying down below. I might put up some polls this week on helping me decide which advent calendar to order. I need to do it this week. So I'm just vacillating between a couple of options, and I'm just not sure which would be the most the most fun to do. So might appreciate your loss there on that. Oh, before I forget, I did take my Caudalie and loved that, and I did forget to bring it. I'm gonna insert a picture of it. It was the this stick moisturizer. It is the best stuff ever. It's multi-purpose. You can use it everywhere. I just love it. So I had that with me, and that was my other holy grail. So between spritzing myself with this and using that emollient stick, that was the lifesaver in Chicago, because that wind, it just chops you crazy. But it's a lovely time. If you can get your chance to get over there, do it. Check it out. It's a fun time, and can't wait to do it again one of these days. So take care, y'all. We're only 8 weeks left or so of the year. This year flew by. Crazy. All right. See you next time. Bye.